Hello, you are watching a video with instructions for how to complete your endorsement application within EASY. This is the MOAIM Missouri instance of EASY. This page will appear after you have completed your login. So you will see applications in progress. To begin working on your application, make sure that you click Edit Details. Here you will see your applicant details. This is the first page that it will take you to. You'll see your name, your address, and you can fill in any additional information there. The competencies page is a self-study page to help you look and see what competencies you have already entered and claimed in your application and where you might see some gaps so that you know where you will need to enter additional trainings, educational background, or information that will come from your references. Again, as a note, check marks here do not necessarily mean that an area has been met. It is for your self-entry. The tabs on the left side of the screen show each of the areas in your endorsement application that you will be completing. First, you will sign the endorsement agreement, which is a check mark, and make sure you hit save. You will also initial and sign the ethics commitment and save. Because this is a confidential system, it will time you out if there is a lot of delay or lack of activity. So make sure that you hit save often to not lose your work or get logged out. On the side here for each tab, you will see comments. Here you can submit any questions or any additional information that you want to share regarding your application. And these comments will then be viewable by the endorsement coordinator. In the education tab, you will see at the top for the application you are applying for, the category you are applying for. It will show you what the requirements are, as well as tips for completing the section. To enter an educational entry, click the green button for Add Entry. You will complete these areas and type in the responses and upload a transcript. This can be an unofficial transcript. It can be helpful to put in your area of specialization as well as to provide the names of courses and as well descriptions for your courses if it's not very clear from the course titles what competencies are being met. Your reviewers may not be aware of or familiar with the education background that you have or the programs that you've completed. So it is helpful to provide this context so that the competencies are clear. After you complete an entry, the second step is to edit competencies. Here is where you will check which competencies your educational experience met. In education, you are able to choose up to 12 competencies per transcript. So make sure that you choose the ones that were most thoroughly and adequately covered. Always hit save. In the work section, your requirements are here, tips are there, and the same process applies. Choose Add Entry, enter the information, and save. The Trainings tab is where you will spend the majority of your time completing your application. Your requirements are here. You can put questions or comments in the comment box, and you will enter your trainings here. So again, add entry, title, name, location. If it was a virtual training, put virtual or Zoom or whatever the platform was. Start and end date and the number of hours for the training. Here you will see buttons for family associate and family specialist applications. You will see general infant mental health. you will check that. If you are completing a mental health specialist application or other types of applications that have other requirements for trainings, make sure that you choose the type of training that you are selecting, the category that that training falls under. And don't forget about the two-step process here to edit competencies. You can choose one competency per hour of training, so please be sure to choose the one that you believe was most thoroughly and adequately covered. If you are unfamiliar with or can't remember the definition of a competency area, remember that the competency guidelines are always available in easy, but you can also click the question mark and a pop-up with a description of the definition of that competency will appear. Choose the options that best fit. As you see, this is not letting me save because we chose more than 4 hours, 4 competencies. And there they are. References, a total of 3 references are always required, and who they should come from are listed here. Be sure to give your reference raters a heads up that you will be sending them the reference ratings so that they can keep an eye out for them in their email. Tips here, again, 2-step process, save the rater's information, and then press send. They will not receive the reference form until you press send for them to receive that reference rating. Reflective supervision is not required for this category, but it is always recommended. That information is here. If you have received reflective supervision, we highly recommend that you enter those hours. Same process as before. Add entry, enter the information, describe the nature of the supervision, and save. You can always check on your status and how close you are to being able to submit a completed application on the status tab. It will let you know here what is missing and what you have completed. Please note that green does not guarantee that the competencies have been met. You can enter 1 work experience and that might meet the minimum requirement, but you might need to provide 2 or 3 relevant experiences to fully demonstrate your qualifications. The submit button will not make itself available until everything that needs to be completed has been completed. Once you are ready, press submit. It will take you to the cart for you to complete your processing fee, and then you can submit a completed application. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at endorsement@moaim-ec.org. Thank you.